Hi everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to World of Tanks on the Xbox One. I've had some of my subscribers, Jack George, thank you very much, asked to have a look at my garage. And yeah, why not? Have a look, see where I'm at. It's nearly been a month, it's the 28th of July that World of Tanks came out on the Xbox One. So it's kind of about 4 or 5 weeks later. And yeah, let's have a look, see how I've progressed. See what's going on. I'll just quickly run through what's in my garage right now, and I'll kind of hopefully explain to you my decisions and why I've got these tanks and where I'm looking to go. And also show my stats, show my 4 weeks, show how I've been doing, what's what in the world of Xbox One World of Tanks Online. So the first tank to look at, and I'll go from left to right, is this little beauty. These two, the Locust and the T1E6X1, what a terrible name, is something that was a reward for playing the beta weekend. I have, as I say, this one and the Locust. They are premium tanks, so you get loads of cash for using them and free experience, etc. And you can put your crews in them to train them up when you are from different tanks on those lines. So they're really useful. They're little money-making machines. They're both actually really good tanks as well. I enjoyed playing with them. There's not much to say. You can't progress into any tier line or anything like with these two. So in that respect, they're a bit pointless, but they're good for training crews, as I say, and making money. So what's next? The Tier 5 M7 American medium tank. I have kind of concentrated on the medium tank line on the World of Tanks Xbox One because I've done lots of German and Russian stuff when I was playing the PC version. So I hadn't really done much of the American line, so I thought I'd give it a go. So M7 is up in here. It's the first medium tank you get to. These guys are amazing. These scout tanks here, I really love them. And it kind of naturally progresses you onto the M7. The Chaffee's a bit of a dead end, so I probably won't unlock it unless you want to go to artillery. I don't really understand that bridge, but whatever. So yes, M7, good tank. I kind of struggle with it to a little bit because it's kind of half scout, half medium tank, but it's really good for working around flanks because it's really fast. It's quite a good armour, pretty good gun. Yeah, not bad. M4 Sherman, staple diet of the American military during World War II, staple diet of World of Tanks as well. So I've managed to progress up so far in the last 4 weeks up into this line. Multiple games of the M3 Lee gives you up into the M4 and the T1 Heavy. The M4 leads you into these beauties. Well, they're just bigger and better Shermans, to be honest, which leads you into either the T29, which you kind of get from the M6 anyway, or up into the T20s, the Pershing. So it leads you up into the medium tank line for the Americans or the heavy tanks for the Americans as well. So it's a good tank. I have got an ace tanker with it. It's got an amazing gun once you unlock it. This obscenely long thing, flat sides, but it's fun to play with. It's just a bit average, I would say. Tier 1 Heavy, amazing hit points, amazing frontal armour, rubbish side armour. Actually does go quite quickly once you get the fully spec'd engine on it. Has a extremely good gun as well, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I showed you where it is in the tech tree. Tier 5, first of the kind of heavy American tanks, which is why I'm kind of going through it. I have unlocked the Tier 6, but I haven't got the money to do it. And I do this weird thing where I have to do an ace or master tanker badge before I actually sell the tank. So I'm struggling a little bit with this one to get an ace tanker, and I think there's probably people out there who are better heavy tankers than me, and I tend to drive a lot of scout tanks. But yeah, I will continue to beat my head against the wall until I've got an ace tanker with this, and then I'll move on with the M6 and sell it. But it's a damn good tank. T40, Tier 4 tank destroyer. I have unlocked the next line up, and this is the American tank destroyers. And as you can see, I'm concentrating on the Americans. Where are we? Here we are. The Wolverine and the Tier 40. T40, not Tier 40. If there was a Tier 40 in World of Tanks, that'd be amazing. So it comes up and gives you the tank destroyer lines. There seem to be 2 tank destroyer lines, and I've concentrated on this bottom one, the Wolverine and the Jackson. I have, in the PC version, got these beauties, so I've kind of ignored them. And I just want to get into look at that T95. It looks insane. So yeah, I'm going to go into a different angle on this one. The Tier 40 is an amazing tank. This gun I've unlocked is the latest unlock for the T40. It's brilliant. It's good firing, good accuracy, really penetrating. The T40 has rubbish armour, but it's really quick, so you should be able to get yourself into really good spotting positions with the camo net. Get some binos on there. You are literally laughing. This thing is really, really very good. The Wolverine, on the other hand, is terrible. I'm massively struggling with this thing. It's the latest, the tier 5, before I get onto the Jackson and those sort of stuff. I thought it, with a name like Wolverine, would be amazing. I thought it would literally be ripping through people with its clawed fists, but as it turns out, unless you've unlocked some really good guns with it, it's got terrible armour, terrible gun, and it's so slow. It's like a granny on a pedalo. It just doesn't go anywhere, which means you can't get in good positions. You can't escape either, and it even looks like a pedalo. I mean, it looks like it should be on the water. So I'm a bit frustrated with this Wolverine at the moment. But yeah, we'll just keep cracking until we get Ace Tanker. It might take us some time, but there you go. Right, enough of the Americans. As you can see, I've got lots of American tanks. Germans, I've got this little beauty that looks one of my favourite tanks in the game. It's really fast, really fun, good gun, can absolutely wreck artillery and other people with its autocannon. It's terrible when you first get it because it's really slow and has an awful gun as well. Look at that helmet it's got on the back there. Doesn't that look cool? The modelling's awesome. But yeah, it's once you get it fully unlocked, best engine, best gun. I'm happy to go into any game, and as bearing in mind this is a light tank, it can get matched up to tier 7, I think. I am happy to go into that game with this tank, which is weird because normally if you get matched up as a tier 4 with tier 7, you're like, oh, I'll kill myself. But no, this one, any game, I'm good. But it does mean that I don't really want to progress it up any further, because then you get into the Leopard, the awful Panther and things like that, and yeah, it doesn't interest me as much. The PZ S35 is a primo tank that I unlocked. I wanted some more primo tanks to get some money. I can obviously put German crews in here to get them more trained more quickly. It's a damn amazing tank though, in my opinion. The armour on it is extremely strong for a tier 3. The gun on it is really rapid firing, really strong. If you match it right, and if you're kind of almost top tier, then this tank is basically bulletproof, and it's hilarious. It makes loads of money, that's why I bought it. Really frustrating to play against, just because it's got some really good all-round armour on it. The VK301H, this is where I'm at currently, tier 5 with the German tank line. I really want to get the Tiger, as most people do. As you can imagine, you know, you want to progress up to this, the Tiger 2, and that sort of stuff. So that's where I've got to. You've got some really nice tanks, this DW2, all that sort of stuff up to here. This is obviously the first German heavy, and yeah, that's why I'm going for it. Marder 38T. I'm going to do a series just to let people know. I think I'll probably start it today, but a series where I want to get the German tank destroyer line, which is up here, all the way up to this absolutely insane thing, the Waffenträger Olf E100. I'll obviously do more about that. That's why I've got it in my garage at the moment. I'm not talking any more about that. T46. I am using the T46. I've only just started to use it, and what is going on with World of Tanks? There you go. I've just started to use it, and the reason I've started to use the Russians, as I said, I was concentrating on the Americans, is because I want the KV-1, which is a brilliant tank, and then I'm going to move on to the KV-1S, and then up the IS line as well. So I'm starting to do that, and I'll be playing a few games with that one, and the same with the Su-85B, just because I also will slowly make my way up the Russian tank destroyer line, because there's some awesome, like these ones, the Su-152, the ISU-152. I really want to play these look bonkers. And I think that's it, yeah. So, as you can see, the game's been out about 4 weeks. I've kind of concentrated the American line, loads of tier 5s, a few tier 4s, and that's about it. In terms of stats, please don't judge me, but here I am. I've played 803 battles, 56% win rate, and I think that's quite good. I don't play in any platoons with anyone. It is just me in my free time, just, you know, hitting the buttons on World of Tanks. So the fact that me coming into the game in random battles and winning more than I lose, I think shows that I help more than I hinder my team. Only by 6% extra, but I think, you know, that's can be quite interesting. Anyway, not discussing about that. Enemies destroyed 1,174 as opposed to 803 battles. That means I'm destroying about 1.3 tanks per battle, which is good. Nothing really more to say about that other than that I think they're relatively good stats. They're not amazing, they're just kind of quite good. But then you can have a look at what I've mastered. So as you can see, the T1, E1, X1, which I think I've got online, as I have the Locust. The M4 will post up sometime. The Lux was an hilarious battle. I don't know why my win rate's so low on that, actually. I think it's only because I've only just unlocked the latest and greatest version of it. And I do find scouting a little bit tricky in this version of World of Tanks, but maybe that's why. The PZS35, as you can see, my win rate on that is 72%, right? Because this thing's bonkers. It's so OP, it's hilarious. So I always try and play that. Ace that one as well. T26 Master, 81 Master, SU76 Master, PZ35T Master. Did that last night. Panzer Jaeger, posted that one last night. Master. Panzer 3A Master. Need to go back and do the Marder 2 at some point. The PZ1C is just a really bonkers tank and really good. Ace that one as well. D1 Ace, M3 Stuart Ace, M3 Lee Ace, M2 Medium Ace, M5 Stuart Ace, M2, T2 Medium Ace, T18 Ace. That's, I don't know why my percentage of wins on that is pretty low as well. T82 really love Ace, VATB, Type B sorry, Ace, D2 Ace, B1 Ace, H35 Ace, D1 Ace. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Look, I'm pretty happy with my Ace tanker contributions in that. There's obviously, as I said, I don't really tend to move on in tanks until I've aced them. I have 21 top guns, 14 snipers, 26 high calibers, some defender medals, steel walls, 6 Confederates, which is around 6 people hit me and then I go and kill them. 15 scouts. These things are all just stuff you unlock for playing the game. And then patrol duty, 3 Pascusis medals, which I'm quite pleased with, 6 Spartans, 29 cool heads, and then you just get the various other stuff. So that's it, that's me. I will continue to bring Ace Tanker footage as and when I get that unlocked, but I will do a honest series, shall I call it, when I'm going to take the German tank destroyer, starting with the Marder 38T, all the way up hopefully to the E100, and I'm going to show you all my games, warts and all. I will cut it up a little bit, but yeah, I will hopefully get that going today. So thank you Jack George for asking for this. Hopefully people kind of find it interesting. Please leave some comments if you've got some recommendations of tanks that you think are amazing, or you know, that I should be playing with as well, something you'd like to see more of. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please give us a like and subscribe if you want to see more, but otherwise I'll see you in the next episode. Take care now.